What you eating?
Caramel lollipop.
Oh, just a caramel lollipop, huh? Your sister have one?
Mm-hmm.
You struggling to open it over here?
Yep. And I know how to easily open it.
Good to have
Just give it the smash.
Hold this.
Hold this. Take care of this.
I saw that.
No, you didn't.
You caught that on video.
Good morning. Today we're headed out to do some climbing here in the mountains of North Carolina. We're camped up just outside of Boone in a town called Banner Elk, and we're gonna head to Blowing Rock Boulders today. Now, I used to climb here far back as high school, I think. I spent a lot more time in college, so I'm trying to refamiliarize myself with the area, but man, it's really good up here. The rock is super good. So we're letting the kids play with their friends this morning before we take off. We just cleaned up breakfast. We got some pork carnitas going in the crock pot for dinner. And I want to give you a couple tips before you head out today, because not every day that everybody wants to go climbing. So first thing I'm going to do is probably think about my home base. Usually I look for a slab for my kids are 7 and 9 years old. And that makes it a little easier on them. I'm not sure of any slabs at Blowing Rock Boulders, but when you do come off the trail, about 20 minutes, you go down and it opens up into this warm-up area. And so we got a big warm-up boulder on the left and then a taller one on the right. I'm not sure if they'll top that one out, but it'll be fun to climb around there. We're gonna make that the home base today, I think. Another tip is to give them some boundaries. So I kind of remember some of the areas, and it's on a pretty steep hillside, but I'm gonna give them these walkie-talkies. So we'll have one, and the kids will have one, just so we can check in case they start wandering around in a brand new place and they're not sure where they are. They shouldn't get as lost as easily as City of Rocks, New Mexico, which has hundreds of boulders just all clustered together. These are more like follow the trail and get to the next boulders. So I think they're just gonna be playing in the woods, you know, finding plants, climbing around when they can. And the next thing we're gonna do is take a bunch of snacks. We're planning not to make it a long trip, so maybe half day. So we're gonna probably pack a lunch, whether that be tuna snacks or oranges or Cliff Bars, but it's important to take that. I know that for Laurel, she knows as soon as she's getting there, she's going straight for the snacks. So that's good to keep her energy up. I always forget, I'm the caboose. I'm coming up and I'm thinking, well, it's 2 o'clock, I should probably eat lunch. That's how it was when I used to work as well. So I just really don't think to eat. So you got everybody from Carissa and Laurel who think to eat, to me and Paige who don't have a hunger meter, and we don't know when we're hungry. So bringing snacks too. So we'll see you out there. We're gonna head up in a little bit.
Yeah, Daddy, do it, Daddy. Fast, Daddy, fast.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
Suki now.
Miles in spring,
You can see on my lap, Piggy.
rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Nice. That's awesome.
Go get him.
Gold hair,
Go get him.
Mom, where are we going?
gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, gold. I'll follow only golden, golden,
See this?
golden things. sun. Feet step over splinters of the moon.
I'm trying to make my find some like.
Yeah, you need some string, huh?
So I can
Golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Gold birds, gold string, gold words, gold anything, golden. I follow only golden, golden, golden things, golden. I follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Paige carries a reptile and amphibian book with her in her backpack. And we just came across a super cool looking lizard of some sort. Woo! Wowzer.
There's the log.
There's
Is it
the
a redback
log.
salamander?
Maybe so. He's got a red back.
And then this one is also a redback salamander.
Okay.
In the dark phase.
So maybe he's like changing.
Yeah, this is the dark phase and the red phase.
Which is which? Is he young or is he old? If he's red-backed phase.
That means he's young.
Okay.
Well, I think he's changing. I
Okay.
bet he's like a teenager. Cause look.
So what are we having for dinner tonight?
I am making pork carnitas in the crock pot.
Nice.
And I got a pork shoulder from a little farm at the farmer's market, the Watauga County Farmer's Market on Saturday.
Nice.
I was looking up the different cuts of pig because I always get confused because pork shoulder and pork butt and Boston butt and all these different names. I don't ever know what it is. So I looked it up. And apparently pork shoulder is what they call like the whole front shoulder section of a pig. And then Boston butt and a few other words are like the specific sections of the front shoulder area. So any of those cuts are good for pork carnitas because it's shredded pork, so you want it to kind of fall apart easily. And so a cut of meat that is a little bit fattier and has more connective tissue
Because it breaks
is
down.
good because it breaks down. Yeah, so apparently when you cook a pork shoulder in the slow cooker, it breaks down the collagen and turns it into gelatin, which then like has all kinds of moisture going on, as opposed to a lean cut of meat like a pork tenderloin, which I cook sometimes, which is a very lean cut of meat that doesn't fall apart, kind of like stays real tight together. So threw in a bunch of spices and some oranges and lime juice and onion and called it good.
And like the actual orange.
Yeah. So
See how that goes.
yeah, you leave the skins in there, and it's supposed to add something wonderful to it. So we'll see, but not the lime skin, because apparently that's too much of something.
It's too much.
It's too much.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll be delicious. It smelled really good when we were leaving, so hopefully it's going to smell even better. And the secret ingredient is cinnamon.
You said that earlier.
Yeah, right?
Cinnamon?
I don't know that I've ever put cinnamon in my pork carnitas before, but I tried it today. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully. put the convection oven on the grill setting so that the coils on the top kind of turn into a broil. And kind of char it up just a little bit. Crispy edges. Smells real good. All right, dinner is ready.
So, what do you think of this bouldering spot?
I think it's really good.
Yeah. How many climbs have you done so far?
Well, I've done 1.
Yeah, you've completed 1,
But I've tried.
but you're doing a really good job trying this other one, aren't you?
Just in it now.
Yeah. Now Paige is doing it. We'll see if she gets it. After how many years? You're back at these Blowing Rock boulders?
I feel like over a decade.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
And how do you feel now compared to last time you were here?
Same. It's awesome.
Good.
Yeah. The climbs are just so classic.
Yeah.
Like just going up that center 45, you reach up to the top, you're like, that's a perfect pinch. Like, where am I going to find one of those? And that's an undercling. Where am I going to find one of those? I wish I could have done that classic arete. That's one of my favorite moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cross, unwind, big jump, no feet, 360 spin, and finish out with a 20-foot climb. It's awesome.
Brady, you hold that, come down, and be like,
Yeah.
It's a good thing she's here. Watch out, here he comes.
here he comes, bro. Yep. Here he comes, bro. Yep.
Okay, Paige, I need you.
Paige.
Go stand in front of Daddy. He's going to teach
This is
Laurel.
Paige.
He's going to
She
teach
is
Laurel
my
how to spot.
Demonstration partner. I'm going to teach you a couple tips on how to spot. So, when you are spotting somebody, the whole goal is for you to make sure that they protect their spine and their head. Okay? So, the hips are going to determine where the body is going to go. You don't want to watch the arms. You don't want to watch the legs because you're going to miss. So you're looking to grab them by the hips and lower them to the ground. If you can't grab them by the hips, you're looking to grab their shoulders and make sure that they're protected and they try and land on this pad, especially if there's a rock or something. Sometimes there is a rock, say right here, and the climber will come down and you want to direct them to the safe landing zone. You also don't want to spot with your thumbs out, because when someone falls, you're going to break your thumbs. Kind of like Boss Rutan says, break his thumbs. So you want to spot with your thumbs in, like you're a fish.
So you can go like this?
All right, let's see Laurel spot Paige.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
So can
Okay,
you
spot her, Laurel.
A little bit closer. You want to kind of be, like that. That's
Do
it.
we want the paddle all the way down?
She's all right. Just back up a touch. All right, I'll jump in. You want to give a
Probably.
demonstration? Go. Just like that.
I think we should scooch the pad in.
You know, you got to. I don't know if those are the right words, to be fair. I may have just